Lady LeLe back with another video. Happy Tuesday. Alright, I guess I'll go back to work now. I've been on since Friday, honey. So I guess I'll go back to work. So let's get going. First things first, we want to send prayers to Rick Ross. You all know that he was hospitalized late last week. There are conflicting details. Some people are saying that he is on some form of life support. Then others are saying, no, he's not on life support. He just in the hospital. He, known to have health problems, seizures, and all this type of stuff. So I don't know where he at in terms of, if it's true, if it's not true, if he's just in the hospital being treated. Well, whatever the case, Rick Ross, I pray that you have God heals you and that you'll have a speedy recovery and you be back better than ever doing your and rapping and all that good stuff. Next thing, I guess we got congratulations going out. The Oscars was held this weekend. I did not get to watch it because my cousin got married on Sunday, so we were pretty much dealing with that for the whole day. And Jordan Peele won an Oscar for the movie Get Out for original screenplay, so congratulations to him. He said in his speech that he wrote that movie, stopped over 20 times, and it was just nice to see him persevere. And it led to, a lot of discussion. His movie led to a lot of discussion, and he ended up winning an Oscar. Also, Kobe Bryant won an Oscar as well. I guess it was for a documentary or something he was involved with. So I guess congratulations to him. Now, something I did get to watch over the weekend was the premiere episode of this season's Ayanna Fix My Life. What was it? Kamaya Mobley. I don't know if you don't know the story behind her. What happened was she was abducted at birth, and it was a lady who was also pregnant around the same time. She miscarried, and she put on some nurse gear, and she abducted the baby. At the time, the mother was, that was the mother's first child. She was 16 years old. 19 years later, Kamaya had applied for a job. And she got the job, but they needed some documentation. They wanted a social security number, and they wanted a birth certificate. Most jobs do need a social security number or some type of ID number. That's how you get paid. That's, how you can file income tax. And so you need some form of, number. So, that prompted the mama, I guess, to come clean, and I guess the mother was kind of feeling guilty and finally confessed. So the kidnapped mother, that's what I'm gonna call her, she is off. She went off to jail. She's serving a prison sentence. I don't know how long. I guess I would need to go back and do the research. But the young lady, have been trying to build a relationship, I guess, with her biological mother and father. And the biological mother and father does not like the fact that she is still talking to the kidnapped mom. That's what I'm going to call her, the kidnapped mom. They don't like the fact that she's talking to the kidnapped mom. They don't like the fact that she's still referring her to the mother. The thing about it, that's all she knows. She still has to learn them. It hasn't been long. She has to learn them. She got to, she's mistrust. But anyway, she went on the show Ayanna Fix My Life, and I guess the biological mother, it was her plan and goal for her to go on there, and it was her idea, but she didn't show up, so they had the poor girl by herself. I said, okay, now that's strike one, that she's by herself, that the mama didn't come. So that was a red flag there. So the girl started out talking to Ayanna, very nice, pleasant, sweet, meek and mild. And Ayanna knew there was some things hidden There was some things hidden. So she went off to talk to the biological dad, and he just spoke all good things about her. Nothing's wrong. You know, we're trying to do this, that, and the third. And Ayana like, She said, I got to go stir this child up because it's some pent up stuff in there. So Ayana pretty much told the girl that she was giving a father, his wife, and the boyfriend assignment, and the assignment is to go off to the night and not contact you. And then she said you have a choice to stay in the house and not. But that girl went off to the deep end. She called Ayana every different type of B word and said she done smacked down people much bigger than her, and she just went on a rampage. And my heart pours out to her because that's the anger that she probably had pent up in her. Sometimes it's not about when people snap off and they're angry. It's not necessary. Come on, y'all, let him go around the ambulance. Yes, he gotta go save lives. Get out the way. Anyway, sometimes when there are certain outbursts, it's not necessarily, it might not be that direct, the situation, but it might be something else that's lingering, or there's something that's sitting in the spirit that calls that out, you know, to lash out. So sometimes it's alcohol too, you know. Drunk man tells sober truths, as I tell everybody. So anyway, she just went off on her, and Ayana was calm and collective, and everybody said they commended her for that, because they said if there would have been any other people around the way, that girl would have got dealt with. And then somebody said they was just saying, had the police got involved, they said they would have took her down. They said the police had to be called to settle her, she would have got taken out. So she opted to leave, not participate. They reached out to the family. The family did not want to continue. And I wish she would have stuck around, because the very next day, Ayana had invited, was that Carlita Smith? I don't know if I got the right name, but I know her name is Carlita. She had the same exact situation. They actually made a movie out of her story, where she was abducted at birth and raised and ended up having a child of her own. And I think it was the same situation where they needed her social security number, or they needed her birth certificate or something. And that's how it all got caught up. But and then she got to meet her biological parents. But at that time, she was an adult and she had a child of her own. And I wish, you know, the girl could talk to her, because that could have been an ally. You know, they share some in common, and she could just tell her what her journey was. So I kind of wish I would have stuck around. But like sometimes in life, if someone's not ready, they're not ready. You can't make them ready to get help. All you can do is pray. And the child is young. The parents are not equipped, because the mama should have been there, because she need healing herself, and the dad, he need healing. They both needed to been there, the process. Here's how I look at it. That girl, that's all she know. That kidnapped mom is all she know. That's who fed her. That's who put her in school. That's who gave her love and support. So she has to learn and grow up, learn and get to know these other people. Then, you know, with the parents, I understand you're angry. I understand you had 18, 19 years of heartache. I get it. But that's going to take time for you to build a relationship with her. It's going to take time. It's not going. This whole situation is not an overnight process, because there's some psychological things that went wrong with everybody. Everybody got hurt. So everybody need healing. These crossing guards trip me out. This girl is grown as hell. I hope she in 8th grade, because if she is 6 or 7, she a big 6 or 7. And where your coat at, baby? It is not that warm outside. It is still cold. But anyway, it's a healing that needs to take place on everybody's behalf. So I think people say, well, why she, you know, they feel like Ayana cut it off. Well, no, she had to show the truth. And sometimes you can't help everybody. Sometimes, you know, things are not going to transpire right away. You have to be, what I took from it is that you have to be ready. You have to be ready to get help. So yeah. So I'm definitely looking to watch this season. I didn't know she was going to jump off with this girl first, because there's some others. I think Memphis is going to be on. Here's quite a few different people that's going to be on here this season. So I do look forward. I set my, because that comes on Saturdays. Sometimes we out Saturdays. But I am going to plan to watch my recordings for I Kinda Fix My Life. But I didn't have much today. The Love and Hip Hop, that came on the season finale for Miami. And the first part of the reunion came on. So we'll be watching that. The first part of the reunion was real mild. So for Love and Hip Hop New York, Miami, they start their reunions next week. And Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is back on the scene come March 26th. I guess they got to hash out the rest of these reunions episodes. And then I know Married to Medicine, they're going to do a 3-part reunion as well. So that's going to be interesting. But overall, I didn't have much. That was pretty much it. Yeah, we in March. So we'll see how March goes. I'm just ready for some sun and some hot weather. Time is going back. This upcoming weekend time will go up an hour. So that means it'll be lighter outside, like when the time change, and it'll be lighter later. So yeah, that's it. That's all. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a good day.